Hi guys, we are at the SLS Resort and Casino in Las Vegas on the Strip, the north part of the Strip. I'm about to show you a standard room in the World Tower. And before I do that, I want to tell you three things. One, that room does not have a safe. Number two, there does not seem to be double glazing on the window, which means that we can hear loud noises from the pool parties, in the Foxtail pool. It was very loud this afternoon. And in the evening, we seem to be hearing some clanking noise from the lower parking area. And we're on the 16th floor, but we can still hear it. This clank noise, which is very, very loud. And it takes place about every 20 minutes, which is very strange. It's really late at night and it's still going on. So I can't quite work out what it is, but I suspect that it's connected to the parking area that it's below us, that we can see from the window. And number three, the internet is a little choppy in that you will have long spells where it's fine, it works fine, and then for a little while or a long while, it keeps on disconnecting, and it may just be that there are so many people here tonight. It's the night before Labor Day, but that's, I just thought you should know. And it's part of the resort fee, of course. And now I'm going to show you the room. Hello guys, we are at the SLS Resort and Casino on the Vegas North Strip. And this is the World Tower. And this is room 31647, as you can see. So this used to be the old Sahara, and it's been remodeled incredibly. But let's just take a look at it. You've got the little button for, visually impaired. I mean, it's got nice little features. Of course, it's a completely remodeled resort room with the modern amenities that you would find in a hotel, as I said, that it's just been done. It is very small. It's very bright, it's very airy, it's white. They've done an excellent job with a very limited space, but it is all very, very small, so don't expect. I mean, it's not very, very small, but it feels a little small. Though the doors, as you can see, they're all sliding doors, so they maximize the space, and I'm going to show you what I mean. There you go. You see, sliding door to close the bathroom, and then of course open the bathroom. Let's start from here. This is, as you enter, you have a little closet, very small. You've got your luggage area here with, of course, the usual iron and ironing board. I'll try not to shake too much, guys. And as you enter, you have a little mini fridge. I see no safe, but I'm gonna pause and double check, and I know that you cannot touch anything, otherwise you're gonna be charged. In terms of, it's very visually pleasing, but I think although some things have been remodeled in a relatively expensive way, other things I don't know, because I see a lot of wear and tear, and this is a relatively newly remodeled resort, and there's a lot of wear and tear. And the other thing is, because the carpets are very black, almost black, let's say gray. You can see the dirt in the corners quite well. Nothing outrageous, nothing that nobody will probably care about it, but you can see little things like dirt that hasn't been cleaned in a while, that hasn't been vacuumed very well. So it's not exceptional 5 stars, but at the same time, it's very, very pleasing to the eye because it's so nice and bright. Okay, so this is obviously a 2 double bedroom, and it's nice. This little padding here is kind of nice. It's got this cute little padding, and this particular room is, as I say, it's a World Tower, and it overlooks. It actually overlooks the Strip, believe it or not. I'll show you. Kind of overlooks the Strip. It's a little hard to tell, because what you see, the SLS is kind of no Strip, so there's really nothing there. The Strip is over there. I don't want to point, it's rude. You can see Palace Station. Can you see Palace Station right there? I beg you, I apologize for pointing. And so if you see Palace Stations right there, you know that you're actually facing the Strip. Only we're not mid-Strip. We're at the very far north end, and almost quite close to the stratosphere, which we cannot see because of a building right there. But so this is what you get. And to have a strip view, I think you might need to have a different angle, but you're not going to really have a real strip view because we're too north, so to speak. And you can see the little bit, you can make out a little bit of circus there, so you're not, basically what I'm saying is, and here we're looking at the car park anyway, well, the top, and you can see, and you can make out a little bit the pool over there. Can you see the pool, the very crowded pool area, which is quite small and very crowded? But we are at the back in the World Tower, which means you actually get a bit more peace, which is something to bear in mind if you want to step back a little bit when you are in the room. You want to just be a bit more relaxed. Okay, but I like it. It's got, you can lower the curtains in the way that I really like, this way, the blinds, There you go. Kind of, you can tell, I don't know, it's finding its unique style, and kind of reminds me of the way a lot of resorts and have been remodeled these days, in a very youthful way, perhaps not the most luxurious way. This is not going to be Wynn. I'm going to struggle at this for a bit. This is not going to be the encore, okay? The good thing is that this is Labor Day, well, just the night before, and everything was incredibly expensive, and this was quite reasonable. I think it's in the region of $70, which is a great price. And what we did, we went through a lot of the deal websites, and we talk about that on top-buffet.com, and we found this particular one. This particular deal, we had never really booked, we didn't book directly ever before, nor ever gambled at SLS, so we're really first timers here. And I chose to come here, I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the fact that I really wanted to review it for you guys. So this is a mirror, and it helps to make the room feel bigger, and you can turn that light around the mirror on and off with this little button here. Let me show you. There you go. And now it's off. Okay, and I'm gonna turn it back on. And you've got the air conditioning, which is kind of nice. It's quiet, I'm gonna actually see if I can work it out a little bit better. It's nice. You don't have the air conditioning that is typical of some motels, say, or even the Orleans, which is really directly attached to the window. This is kind of more of a generic air conditioning, which I find a little bit more pleasing. It doesn't blow on you only, it just gently spreads the cool air around the room. Now, the same feature here that you have here, it's on the other side of the room, the mirror that lights up. It's not a wardrobe, it's just a mirror. This is an adjoining room with all the pros and cons that means. I forgot to ask for a non-adjoining room. I don't like adjoining rooms because you can hear the noise from the other people next door, if they're noisy at all, even if they talk sometimes. It depends on how well built the hotel is. Now, this is an old hotel, so maybe we won't hear the noise so much. Okay, so can you see the bed? I'm going to actually try the beds and tell you how comfortable they are. You've got the a basic, funky, new, modern, retro at the same time desk. And I don't know if I'm really too keen on this. What is this? This reminds me of a 50s kitchen chair. And no, I like my ergonomic chair by the desk. I'm not keen on that, but some of you do not care. I like to sit down and write by my computer, and I like to sit comfortably, but I'm sure some of you just don't care. Now, a nice large screen TV, I'm going to turn it on and check it so that I can tell you the quality and the types of channels. And here, this is it. Oh, the bathroom, of course. But let me check a couple of features before we go into the bathroom. I like the fact that here you can charge. Can you see? You can charge your, your Samsung, your iPad, and that's very nice. And now I'm going to check the TV and let you know what it's all about. Okay, so these are all the channels, and that's a good, if they all work, it's a good selection. Oh my God, some of these resorts, they still have such few channels. But then again, we were traveling around British Columbia and we found even less. So now that we're back here in Vegas, we were happy with the number of channels we get here. Anyway, so I'm gonna try a couple and let you know. Well, the TV is good quality, you know, it's good quality. It's a huge screen, which is nice. But I wanted to tell you something. As I was like fiddling around with the channels, and by the way, the channels were not as, when I was flicking through the channels, they were not turning on as fast as I would have liked. But I have noticed these features in a lot of mid-range resorts in Vegas, okay? I only found the best features at Encore and a couple of others in terms of TV setup and settings, but I think it's fine here. But I have to tell you, I'm going to correct myself, because as I was thinking and being quiet and operating the remote, I heard so much noise from the parties at the pool, and it was absolutely loud. They were, it's like a DJ were playing, speaking, and you can you see how busy they are? Can you see right in that little corner there? Yeah, it doesn't have the best view. And yet we're on the 16th floor, quite high. But nonetheless, so it's not as quiet as I had originally anticipated, so I wanted to correct myself for that. Bathroom. Did I shake too much? Let me know, okay? And you can now tell me all about your thoughts on our comments page of top-buffet.com. Now, I particularly like the bathroom because it's modern, you know, it's clean. The bathroom is clean. It's kind of new, obviously, and it hasn't, there are no signs of wear and tear yet. I like the shower. You know, can you see? Okay, let me see. It's kind of nice and large, and there's no bathtub. You cannot have a bath. I was so looking forward to that, but no. But you're gonna have a nice raindrop shower. And yeah, this is it. It's nice, of course, it's a huge step up from what it used to be. White, nice and bright and metal. It really does make you feel, you know, like you definitely makes you feel that you are in a remodeled resort. And then you've got a vanity mirror here. Presumably it works. I haven't tried it, but everything is still new for it not to work anymore. But if I actually find something outrageous at the very end, I will add an addendum at the end of this video, and I will definitely talk in detail on top-buffet.com. Okay, guys, this is it. Oh, this is like a little, you've seen this little retro feature right here? So I don't know, is it for you? We're not complaining, because I personally think it's a good deal for this particularly expensive night, and weekends generally are very expensive anyway. Whether it's your taste, I don't know. There are a lot of mid-range resorts that have been remodeled in this style or similar to this style. I can think of Flamingo and several others. I think this is the trend. Trying to appeal, I think, to a young crowd, and you can tell from the parties at the pool. But I think it's pleasant enough. It reminds me a little bit of when I am cruising, you know, on a cruise with the window in the middle of the two beds. So it's not bad. For that reason, I have good memories, and it just makes me feel good about it. But nonetheless, you know, so far so good. But I will go into more detail. After I've stayed here for one night, I'll talk about it in details on top-buffet.com. And before I go, let me try the bed. And the bed is okay. The bed is fine. It's not hard. It's not super soft, so many of you will like it. It's not very much pillow top, so to speak. It's mid-range. One thing I don't like, I'll tell you straight up, is because there's no real foyer. I feel like when I'm here, I am absolutely in the corridor. I can hear everybody talking in the corridor. That kind of bothers me. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Mirage. They have a similar feature. A negative feature. But anyway, so if you can find a good deal for this hotel, it's a good choice. The location is so-so. But I am going to do a video of the outside. I'm going to do a video of the this area of the strip. I'm going to walk up and down and show you what it feels like. And this is 2015, so obviously it's going to be updated. And any updates after that will be on top-buffet.com. Okay, guys, I hope it's been of use. Any comments are welcome. Within reason. Okay, bye, and see you on Top-Buffet again. Bye-bye. Hi guys, this is a little addendum. I wanted to try and see, I wanted to show you if you could hear this. Can you hear this noise from the pool? Okay, maybe you can't hear it, I don't know. But it's so loud. And you know, the bed is right here. Look. And well, I can't show you the rest because it's messy now. But oh my God, if you were thinking of resting at the SLS, especially during weekends, you've got to ask for a room that does not overlook the pool. I mean, we're not even looking at the pool, but it's close enough. So you gotta go say when you check in, you have to ask for a room that it's completely the opposite direction to the pool. So that's a tip. Otherwise, if you don't care about the noise, just any room will do. And I also wanted to tell you, there is no safe. There is absolutely no safe anywhere. Because many of you then ask me, is there a safe? So the SLS standard room, no safe. Okay guys, see you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye.